Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We will also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 97 of my journey. And at the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year, all outside, bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I also challenged myself to run 1,250 miles within that time frame. This being only my second year ever running, within the first year I was able to run 1,000 miles and about 180 days. So this is a 25% step up in the amount of miles I'll be doing this year, as well as a 100% step up in the amount of days I'll be running. So I'm really looking forward to this challenge that I put myself up to this year. 97 days in, feeling good, feeling great. Some days have been better than others. Today has not been too bad. It was a very hot day out today. I waited till night, still ran at night, and it was still around in the 70s, which is not usual for this time of year in Michigan. But beautiful day, beautiful night out, and I pumped out 3.6 for the night. Kept it nice and short and sweet. Didn't do nothing too crazy. Kept it at a good pace though, and feel good about it. Though I'm kind of right now focusing within these next couple weeks on picking up some miles and getting ready for the 50K trail race I'll be running here in June. Really looking forward to that. That is in Yankee Springs, Michigan. Really excited and anxious to run it, and thinking I'm going to be pumping out a couple trail days here coming up in these next few weeks and pumping out a lot of miles trying to get ready for it. And then I think a week before, I'll probably slow down the miles and take it easy to get ready for that race. I'm also looking forward to my first ever officially timed marathon in October at the Detroit Free Press International Marathon. Really looking forward to that race as well. It's a race that starts here in Detroit. We run over the Ambassador Bridge into Windsor, Canada, and then you run through Canada, I think, for like 6 to 8 miles or something like that, and then you run under the Detroit River in the tunnel, which is really cool. You run back into Detroit, and then you finish the race in Detroit. I think you run to Belle Isle, run a loop around Belle Isle. I'm really looking forward to that race. I'm really excited about it. I was able to run a marathon last year, even though they canceled the Detroit Free Press Marathon. I ran one just by myself, unofficially timed, finished it at around 5 hours and 22 minutes. Ran it actually with a buddy of mine. He crushed it. I think he finished around 5 hours. He probably could have finished a lot faster, but I was kind of holding him up for so long. And eventually I told him, I was like, dude, just go. But really looking forward to try to step up on my times for both of these. I'm trying to hopefully get the 50K and finish it at the unofficial time I did my marathon last year. So really looking forward to these races. But like we were saying, day 97, here we are. We're sitting pretty. 3.6 miles for the day. That put me at 13.9 for the week, and that put me at 394.5 for the year. So we got a good chunk out of here for the year. We got 855.5 left to go for the year, guys. That being said, I realized I would have to average roughly just over 100 miles every month in order to hit this yearly goal. So I decided that every month I would do a 100-mile challenge, and I would do it in honor of different charities and fundraisers and try to raise money for them. In January, February, and March, we were able to surpass all of the days running, all the 100-mile challenges we were able to hit. I think first month was 105, 104. Second month was 133. Third month was 125 miles. So all the miles were hit. We were able to raise money for all the charities. The first one, American Cancer Society. The second one, Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. The third one is the Dolly Parton Imagination Library for March. The donations actually close out here tonight. By the time this probably gets posted, the donations will be closed. So we were able to raise some money for all of those, and I'm really grateful for everyone that has donated. And I'm grateful for anyone that will donate here in the future. Thank you guys so much for helping me raise money for these different charities and fundraisers. So that being said, though, we are now in April, and I am doing a 100-mile challenge for the month of April. And we are doing this challenge in honor of April being Autism Awareness Month. We are doing this for the Autism Speaks charity. And you can find the link to donate to this charity on the Defining Discipline Instagram and Facebook stories, as well as my personal pages, Instagram and Facebook stories. Right there's a little link. It'll say donate. You click on it. It'll open up another Facebook page where you can put the amount you want to donate. Just click donate. All donations that you make will go directly to the fundraiser and the charity. Nothing goes to Facebook. Nothing goes to me. So it's a really cool thing if you guys want to donate. And don't think because you can only afford to donate $5 that it's not worth it because, it's such a little amount. Every amount counts. It goes a long way, guys. So if you can only donate, $1, whatever it is, that helps out and it's really appreciated. So thank you so much if you guys can do that. I understand though times are tough right now and you may not be able to donate. So if you can't donate, do not feel bad. All you really have to do, if you still want to help out, is just click that share button so other people can see the donation page that I may not be friends with, that you are friends with, and that hopefully we can continue to spread this awareness for this charity, and we're able to raise lots of money for it this month here in April. So far, I think we raised I think only my donation is the only one in currently, but let's see. It's still early here in the month. We're only 7 days in. Let's see what we can get, guys. Let's try to raise some money for these for autism, guys. So here we go. Let's kind of just talk about, let me talk about the miles, I guess. So after today, that finished me off at 29.6 miles. So a week into April, I'm 29, almost 30 miles in. It's pretty good. So can't complain. That's all there is to it. Feeling good, feeling great. 97 days in. Now let's talk about today's episode 97. Let's just get right into it, guys. So episode 97 is something I want to talk about because it's something I think no matter what we're doing, like right now, for me, I'm going training for these races and trying to, I challenge myself to these things at the beginning of the year of, running all these miles and running every single day. So these are something I'm trying to continue to do. And when you're in the middle of doing things like this, and especially stuff that's really challenging and really hard, sometimes you start to doubt yourself and you really start to doubt what you're doing. So for that reason, I want to talk about today, episode 97. The theme for today is going to be process. So there is a process in everything that you do, and sometimes you start to doubt that process. Like, was it worth it? Or, is what I'm actually doing helping me? Like I'm running all these days, I'm getting up there every single day and I'm training, I'm getting ready for this big race here. But, when the big race comes, how am I going to feel? Like, what am I going to do after the big race? I want us to continue to run the next day after that. And I can sit here and think about all this and put all these doubts in my head and start tumbling down this road. And we've talked about it before, compound interest. It works both ways. It works with positive thoughts, it works with negative thoughts. And when you start to question your process, you start to really fall off of it. So the main thing here is to really trust your process, and whatever that process may be. That's kind of hard to say too, because maybe your process isn't right. Maybe it is incorrect, and what you're doing may hurt you in the long run. But the main thing is to really trust your process. If it's something that you are confident enough about, and you're confident, your own body better than anyone. So, a lot of people tell me, and even with this, it's going to be hard or it's going to be impossible with having the new baby and then running every single day still, and then still putting in all enough miles to get ready for these races, and then still doing the races. And so I got all these things, and people always want to tell me, or always want to say, oh no, it's not possible, or don't get your hopes up, or whatever it is. But I know how I feel, and yeah, there are days that are harder than others, but I know that's going to happen, and I know that those are the days I really got to work hard at and work harder on because once you push your way through those days get easier and easier and easier, and you got to really trust your process. You know your body, you know how you feel, you know when too much is too much. So that's something I really am trying to do with my running and the amount of miles I'm pumping out. I know there's a lot of different training plans for ultra runs, and I kind of started reading some and started following some a little bit, but me doing the runs every single day, I just decided to not necessarily scrap it, but just go off of my feeling of my body and kind of try to experiment with my body and do my own training plan and trust my process. I know other people are more knowledgeable, I guess, even in the running world. They have their processes, which obviously work because they're the ones doing it, and I get that. And it's not to say that my process is going to work, but my process, I feel good with it. I'm going to continue on with my process. I'm not going to question my process unless real big problems actually start to pop up along the way. I can't let just the little bit of my doubts hold me back from continuing in my process of how I need to try to really start attacking the training schedule and all of this stuff. So really that's all today is about, is focusing on the process, trusting it on those days when you may really be thinking is this worth it, or whatever the case may be. Right now I've gotten back into the groove where I'm feeling good. These past 4 days I felt great running, feel good running. But that first week and a half after the baby came, I was even putting in a lot less miles, but I just was, dead tired, and I was really having to push myself to get out and to put in those miles. But I realized that just pushing myself to get, trusting that process of just getting out there and just getting whatever I could get at that time. Something is better than nothing, and trusting that process, and just and push my way through it. And now I'm back to where I'm feeling, golden, feeling good, at least while I'm running. My body's feeling great. I'm not feeling too heavy, not feeling too tired. Mentally I'm feeling a little tired and stuff, but overall, the body is recovering pretty well from these longer runs I've been doing, and I'm just trusting my process. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today, was the process, trusting it, whatever your process may be. Like I said, you still may be wrong within your process. I still may be wrong with some of the stuff I'm doing. It may not be the perfect, correct way to do it, but if it's working for you and you're not coming across huge, big problems, don't doubt yourself and completely trust your own process, and just keep working at it every single day. Keep working at whatever it is you are doing. So actually, that is going to be your daily discipline for today, episode 97, day 97. It is to figure out what your process is, whatever it is you are doing. We do processes in everyday life. It doesn't matter if it's work or routine. Your routines. What are your processes? And maybe question some of your processes, I guess, if certain aspects of your life aren't working out. But if it's something you're working at really hard, really towards, and you see the progress, and it's going to continue to take hard work, like something that I'm doing right now with this challenge and stuff, just trust your process. Don't doubt yourself. Just keep working at it, keep pushing. So that is your daily discipline for the day. It is to trust your process, whatever it may be, if it is working for you. So just keep pushing at it. You're going to get to that goal, and once you get to that goal, you're going to look back and think, oh shoot, it was hard to get here, but now I'm here. I feel great, but now I need more. And you're going to keep setting that bar higher and higher, and that's a good thing to do. So trust that process, guys, and that's pretty much it for today, episode 97, day 97. We talked about miles, we talked about the charities and the fundraisers going on for that charity. Let's raise some money, guys, for autism this month. Let's really get it going. And thank you guys so much for listening. 97 days, 97 episodes. Getting everything lined up. I need to really bust my butt a little bit here more within these next few weeks, and I really I'm trying to change my mentality and really get on that and get some balls rolling within this and some other, and just around the house on some other things. So thanks so much for listening. If you guys can, please give this podcast a like, a subscribe, a share, and a follow on our Facebook or Instagram, our YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platform you guys listen to on. If you guys can, let any of your friends know. Maybe there's someone in your life you may know that needs a little bit of inspiration to pep up their step and maybe change their lifestyle. You can send them my way. I do and would love to hear from you guys, however you guys are feeling, your comments. Maybe you guys are following along with some of the daily disciplines. If you guys are, please let me know how that's going. Just please stay in contact. I'm going to try to get more and more better at this, and that's something I'm going to try to focus on, is to continue to try to get better with every single episode. It's something that I kind of fell back on a little bit here these past few weeks with being tired and everything. I'm really going to try to start focusing and grinding hard here, guys. So thank you so much for listening. 97 episodes done. We are finished here for today. Episode 97 in the books. Defining Discipline. Make sure you guys stay disciplined today. I am your host, Scott, for the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow for episode 98. Make sure you stay disciplined, and peace out.